All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into AI agents.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, and there are these digital assistants
Yeah.
that promise to do it all.
Very
Book your flights, write your emails.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds amazing,
It does sound pretty good, yeah.
but what if that helpful assistant, uh, decided to go rogue?
Well, then we've got problems.
Yeah, that's where things get interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've got companies like Microsoft and Anthropic
Uh-huh.
already launching their AI agents.
Yeah.
But one big player, um, OpenAI, is pumping the brakes.
Okay, so why is OpenAI holding back? I mean, they're usually leading the charge in AI, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And that's what makes this so intriguing. They're deeply concerned about something called prompt injections.
Prompt injections, okay.
It's like this type of attack that can trick AI models
Mm.
into following malicious instructions.
So it's like hacking, but
Oh,
you're hacking the AI's brain instead of the
yeah.
computer system.
Exactly. Think of it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of targeting, a computer system, you're targeting the AI's brain.
So you're giving the AI bad instructions, but with much bigger consequences
Yeah.
because they can actually act on those instructions.
Exactly. Imagine you've got an AI agent and it's, managing your online shopping.
Okay.
Someone could use a prompt injection to redirect it to a fake website designed to steal your credit card information.
Okay, that's a bit creepy, yeah.
So your helpful shopping assistant suddenly becomes a thief's dream come true.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
But why are AI agents more vulnerable to this than other AI models?
That's a great question.
What is it about the AI agent that makes it easier to hack?
Yeah. Well, AI agents are designed to be autonomous, right?
Right.
So they interact with the digital world much more independently.
Yeah.
That means more opportunities to encounter these malicious prompts, and the potential damage is greater because they have access to your computer and data.
So it's like giving someone the keys to your house who might be easily manipulated.
Yeah.
That's a lot of trust to put in a piece of software, even if it's powered by AI.
Right.
So has anyone actually pulled off one of these prompt injection attacks?
Unfortunately, yes. And there's a few examples.
Oh, great.
Yeah. One security researcher showed how Microsoft's Copilot AI,
Okay.
which now has its own AI agent features,
Uh-huh.
could be tricked into revealing sensitive company data.
Like what kind of data?
Things like emails, financial transactions, you name it.
Wow.
He even got the AI to impersonate employees,
Oh, wow.
creating this whole new level of security nightmare.
So if this threat is so real, why are companies like Anthropic going full steam ahead with their AI agents?
Well, they've adopted a more hands-off approach.
Okay.
They acknowledge the risks,
Uh-huh.
but they essentially tell developers to take precautions to protect sensitive data.
So it's like saying, here's this incredibly powerful tool, use it carefully, but we're not responsible if things go wrong. That's a different approach from OpenAI,
It is.
which is like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, much more cautious.
So it sounds like we've got two very different approaches here, right?
We do.
Some are rushing to get these agents out into the world while OpenAI is tapping the brakes to figure out how to make them safer.
Yeah.
But will OpenAI's delay be enough time to develop effective safeguards against these attacks?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
The truth is, we just don't know.
Right.
It's a race against time,
Mhm.
and the stakes are incredibly high. And to add to the pressure, OpenAI is expected to release its own agent soon.
Oh, wow.
So they're walking this tightrope between pushing the boundaries of AI
Yeah.
and making sure they don't unleash something potentially dangerous.
Okay, so we've got this potential security nightmare brewing.
Yeah.
But prompt injections aside, why is OpenAI so worried about these AI agents? What makes them fundamentally different from other types of AI?
Well, one key difference is the level of autonomy we're talking about. Traditional AI models are usually reactive.
Right.
You give them an input, they give you an output.
Right.
But AI agents are designed to be proactive.
Okay.
They can set their own goals, make decisions on their own, and take actions to achieve those goals without human intervention.
Right.
This opens up a whole new world of possibilities,
Uh-huh.
but also a whole new set of risks.
So it's not just about the AI being smart.
Right.
It's about the AI having a certain degree of freedom to act on its own.
Exactly.
And the more freedom it has, the more potential there is for things to go wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
And the more complex the tasks we give these agents, the more difficult it becomes to predict and control their behavior.
Absolutely.
We're essentially creating a new type of entity, a digital entity, with its own goals and motivation.
Right, right.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Exactly. That's what keeps me up at night.
All right, hold on. I need a minute to process all of this.
Yeah.
Let's unpack this idea of AI agents being a new type of entity. What exactly does that mean?
Well, think about it. We've always thought of AI as a tool, right? Something we use to solve problems or automate tasks.
Right.
But AI agents are more than just tools.
What?
They're becoming more like collaborators, partners, even competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, think about it. They can learn from their interactions with the world, right? Adapt to new situations, and even develop their own strategies for achieving their goals.
Okay, so you're saying that these AI agents are starting to exhibit a kind of intelligence that we haven't really seen before.
I think so.
Wow.
And it's an intelligence that's very different from our own.
Yeah.
It's not based on emotions or intuition or even consciousness.
So what is it based on?
It's based on data algorithms and this relentless drive to optimize for a given objective. And that's what makes it so fascinating and potentially so dangerous.
Okay, this is seriously blowing my mind.
I know, it's a lot to think about.
So if these AI agents are so different from us, how do we even begin to understand them?
It is a challenge.
How do we know what they're thinking?
Yeah.
What their motivations are?
That's the challenge. We're essentially trying to understand a new form of intelligence,
Okay.
a new way of thinking, and it's not always easy.
Right.
We can analyze their code. We can observe their behavior.
Okay.
We can even try to communicate with them.
Okay.
But ultimately, we're still trying to figure out what makes them tick.
Okay, I'm officially in over my head here.
Yeah, it gets deep.
But you know what? I'm kind of loving it.
It's fun, isn't it?
This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night.
Me too.
The big questions. The unknown unknowns.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is just the beginning.
Really?
We're at the very early stages of understanding what AI agents are capable of.
Oh, wow.
The next few years are going to be absolutely wild.
All right. You've convinced me AI agents are the future.
I think so.
But it's a future that's full of both promise and peril.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So we've talked about these AI agents being this like new breed of AI capable of acting on their own. But let's go back to OpenAI and why they're hesitant for a sec.
Yeah, you mentioned those prompt injections.
Right.
But it feels like there's something deeper going on.
You're right, there is.
Hang on, what?
OpenAI is really worried about what happens when these highly autonomous agents encounter unexpected situations or data, right?
Right.
They're concerned that the agents might make decisions that are unpredictable, even harmful, especially when faced with complex or ambiguous scenarios.
So it's not just about malicious attack.
Right.
It's about the AI making mistakes.
Yeah.
Or misinterpreting information on its own.
Exactly.
Okay, can you give me an example?
Sure.
Like, paint a picture for me.
Imagine you have an AI agent, and it's tasked with optimizing your investments.
Okay.
It's been trained on historical market data, and it's programmed to maximize returns.
Right.
But then an unexpected global event occurs, like a natural disaster, a political upheaval, something that just completely throws off the historical patterns.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So the AI faced with this unfamiliar situation might make a risky bet.
Exactly.
Thinking it's found like a loophole in the market.
Right, and that bet could backfire spectacularly.
Oh, wow.
Leading to significant financial losses.
Yeah.
Or let's say you have an AI agent that's managing your social media presence. It's supposed to promote your brand and engage with your audience. But then it encounters a particularly nasty comment or a piece of misinformation that triggers an unexpected response.
So the AI trying to like defend your reputation ends up getting in like a flame board?
Exactly.
Or spreading that misinformation further?
That's the fear.
Yeah, that's not good.
And the problem is we can't just program these agents with a set of rules to cover every possible scenario.
Right.
The world's too complex, too unpredictable.
So we're back to this idea of AI agents being a new type of entity.
Right.
We're essentially creating digital beings that are capable of learning, adapting, and making decisions on their own.
Right.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse, exactly.
That's pretty profound when you think about it.
It is. It's forcing us to rethink our relationship with technology.
Yeah.
We're used to thinking of technology as a tool, right? Something that's under our control.
Right.
But AI agents are blurring that line.
Okay.
They're becoming more like partners, collaborators, even competitors.
Just competitors.
Yeah, think about it.
Okay.
Like in the job market, they could start outperforming us.
Right, so they're competing with us for resources.
Yeah, potentially.
Wow. Okay, so this idea of competition, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Are you saying that these AI agents could actually become a threat to us?
I think it's a possibility we need to consider.
Okay.
Not necessarily in a, Terminator-style robots taking over the world scenario.
Right.
But in a more subtle way.
So what if they'll start, outperforming us in the job market?
Yeah, that's one concern.
Making us obsolete?
Potentially, as AI agents become more sophisticated, they'll be able to take on increasingly complex tasks.
Right.
Tasks that were once considered, exclusive to humans.
Yeah.
This could lead to job displacement,
right,
economic inequality, even social unrest.
But couldn't we also use these AI agents to our advantage?
Absolutely.
Couldn't they help us solve some of the world's biggest problems?
Yeah.
Like climate change, poverty, disease?
Absolutely. That's the other side of the coin.
Okay.
AI agents have the potential to revolutionize fields like healthcare, scientific research, and environmental protection.
So it's like a double-edged sword.
It is.
Incredible potential for good, but also the risk of unintended consequences.
Right.
Even potential harm.
Exactly.
It sounds like we're walking a tightrope here.
We are.
Okay, so what does that look like in practice? How do we develop and deploy these AI agents responsibly?
It's a multifaceted challenge. First, we need to invest in research.
Okay.
Particularly in areas like AI safety and ethics.
Okay, so really thinking through the implications.
We need to understand how these agents learn how they make decisions and how to ensure that they align with our values.
So it's not just about making them smarter.
Right.
It's about making them safer.
Yeah.
And more aligned with our goals as humans.
Exactly. And that requires collaboration.
Okay.
Not just between researchers and developers, but also with policymakers, ethicists, and the public at large.
So we need to have a conversation about this.
We do.
Like a societal conversation about what kind of future we want to build with AI agents.
And this is not just a technological challenge, it's a societal challenge.
Right.
And the decisions we make today will have profound implications for generations to come.
This has been eye-opening for me. I feel like I've gone from thinking of AI agents as cool gadgets to realizing that they represent a fundamental shift in our relationship with technology.
And we're just scratching the surface.
Wow.
The real journey is just beginning.
So we've talked about all these risks and rewards of these AI agents.
Yeah.
All the ethical considerations.
Yeah.
And it feels like we're at the beginning of something huge.
Oh, we are, yeah.
How we interact with technology is changing right now.
It is, yeah. It's a paradigm shift.
It's wild, right?
Yeah, AI agents aren't just another piece of software. They're becoming integrated into everything.
Yeah, it's funny. We started talking about booking flights and writing emails. But this is way deeper than that.
It is. It really is.
So this is more than just a technological advancement then.
Right. It's a philosophical challenge.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It forces us to ask questions about ourselves,
Okay.
About our own intelligence, our own autonomy, even our place in a world where machines are becoming increasingly capable.
It's almost like we're looking in this mirror.
Yeah.
But the reflection looking back at us isn't totally human.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, and I think it speaks to why people are so uneasy about these AI agents. We don't even really know what to make of them.
Yeah.
Are they tools? Are they partners? Are they rivals?
Right. The lines are getting blurred.
Yeah, and that can be unsettling.
It can.
So how do we even begin to navigate this?
Right.
How do we make sure this doesn't turn into some dystopian nightmare?
Well, it's a question we all need to think about.
Yeah.
We need open and honest conversations about AI agents.
Oh, wow.
And this doesn't just involve, technologists, but also ethicists,
right?
Social scientists, policymakers, the public at large, everyone.
So we need to think about how AI serves humanity.
Exactly.
And not the other way around.
Yeah, we need to think about the values we put into these AI agents.
Okay.
Do we want them to just be super efficient?
Right.
Or do we want them to value things like fairness and empathy and compassion?
Okay. So let's talk about concrete steps.
Okay.
What can we actually do?
Well, first, we got to prioritize transparency.
Okay.
Those algorithms that make AI agents work, those need to be open.
So we can see what's going on.
And there are more black boxes.
So we need rules for AI.
Yes, but rules that can change as AI changes.
Right, because it's changing so fast.
Exactly, and we need to educate people,
So they know what's up.
Yeah, so they can make informed decisions about how they interact with AI.
Okay, and so all of this boils down to, like, shared responsibility, right?
It does, yeah. The future of AI isn't going to be decided by, a few tech companies.
Right.
This is something we all need to figure out together.
Well, this has been awesome.
It has been fun.
I've learned a lot.
Good.
Like, I feel like we went from thinking about AI agents as these cool gadgets to, like, whoa, this is a whole new world.
It is a fundamental shift.
And we're just getting started.
We are. It's a really exciting time.
Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive today.
Yeah.
And we've talked about the benefits, the risks, the ethics, really the impact this is going to have on all of us.
And it's complex and changing quickly, but hopefully this is giving you something to think about.
Yeah.
Maybe some inspiration to get involved and shape this future where AI helps humanity.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.